And hello everyone friends, potatoes are with you. And today I will show you how to make just the best endless and fully automatic or farm using the Botany mod in Minecraft 1.16.5. But we're getting started. To build this company, you will need a lot of any building blocks, 17 glasses, 3 pistons, 16 funnels, 2 chests, just 8 redstone, 2 hourglass pieces, 3 ordinary sand, 8 red sand, 11 any mana pools, 10 sparks, preferably 10. It is also desirable to have 5 either dominant or recessive complements for these sparks. Naturally, the earth, the sanctions are skinny, a large flower, the culprit of our celebration, lava and also water. We take all this and start building this bomb factory. By the way, let's take a look at it right away. Honestly, I didn't really invent it myself. I took it from one YouTuber. Only look at what he had. It's just that this or was created here, and she wasn't going to do it in any way. But here I have finalized, put here such distributors, and now it breaks down completely automatically, and everything is extracted here. In short, it's very convenient, and let's see. Here, we already have 4 diamonds, also coal, and by the way, even this farm works with other mods. Let's say with a crate. Here you can see the ore has already accumulated so much. In short, let's build this farm faster. As you can see, it takes up quite a bit of space. So first of all, it will be desirable to move away from the earth for several blocks, because the ore color can otherwise capture unnecessary blocks, and in short, it can interfere. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 with you, and put a block on the 5th height. At this height just the same, our entire farm will be located. Then, we expand this whole thing to a platform 3 by 7, namely we will have 7 in width, that is, here we add 1, 2, 3, on the other hand also 1, 2, 3, and do it in such a way that the platform came out next. This is where our stone generator will be located, so we will put glass here. On this side there are also glass. And here we are putting 3 ordinary pistons, right here. Then we will also need additional auxiliary building blocks. Let's say we put them here somewhere, so that just the water that we are pouring here with you does not pour out anywhere, because then we will pour lava here from above. Then, we take the glass, and close the water here, then the water here. Then we set up another layer. Here we also set up a layer of glass, and finally pour our lava from above. Now look what's going on here. We have it spreading out, and the water turns into stone from below already. Just the same, our runners light will interact with the stone and create ore. This is what we wanted. Then from above, we can close the whole thing so that we don't burn down. Now we fly in from behind and make a mechanism for the extension of all this stone. Although before that, let's do the following better. By the way, I forgot exactly. You will need 3 more obsidians to take for sure. I think you'll find it somewhere. Therefore, we take the building blocks with you, we put them here. Here you look once a layer, then 2, 3, and you put it forward here in this way, and do it as much as 2 more times. Look here in the middle, you get such a whole 3 by 5, and then here, you can connect the whole thing. Here we put obsidian at the very end, in such a way that look here, our stone is pushed out, and eventually stops on obsidian. Now let's fly in from behind here, put 3 blocks and 3 redstones here. Then we take an hourglass, so far we put one thing right here, so that they come into contact with this redstone, and put 3 sand in them. Ordinary 3 sand, so that these pistons work every 3 seconds. In this way, everything will be created very quickly here. You can see we have time to create a stone, and then it moves out. Then he will reach the very end, and will rest right on this obsidian. And why, by the way, did we make 10 or 5 blocks? Because the radius of operation of the color level is just the same 5 blocks. Now let's immediately go down, and make an automatic or intake, which will fall here. To do this, we take our funnels, and just put the whole bottom here, so that they look at each other. By the way, it is important here, that they look at the central funnel, but this is also the central one, and the rest should just look at any others. That's the way, look, we made the whole bottom here with you. Here we make a hole, then we put a double chest here, and attach the last funnel from behind. Make sure that each funnel leads in the end, here, to the main chest, where all the loot will be. Well, almost the whole farm is already ready. It remains only to make exactly the color here, which will make ore, and also automatic collection of all this good. Let's do the collection first. To do this, we will need 3 mana distributors, by the way, which I also forgot for some reason. We will need exactly 5 pieces of red mana distributors. By the way, they will need to be installed, look here, if this is the front part, then on the right side. To do this, we go here and put it like this, 1, 2. Here, by the way, it is necessary to have time to do this whole thing. So, let's put it here. Oh, I broke the block a little there. So, we put the penultimate and finally, the last one. That's it. Look, they should stand exactly close to these stones. If it is otherwise, then most likely something will fly out of the framework, and something may not come together. In short, there will be trouble. Therefore, we put it exactly like this. Then, we take the drilling mono lenses, put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each of these distributors, exactly on each one, because it is they who will collect all this ore, or rather break it. And now let's put up our mana pools. We put them exactly behind the distributors right here, and we can also put them on the other side. Let me put them here. And why are we doing this? We do this so that the mana that we will have here to break the whole thing does not evaporate, but subsequently gathers here and flies back. That is, look, we are going to put sparks here with you, we are putting a search on each pool, and we are also putting a search on this pool. In this case, we have such a dominant complement, and we will put it exactly on the line where the distributor is located. That is, look, they will transfer mana here to the left, and it will just be pumped out, because we will have these dominant pools. It will be pumped here, so it will be with us endlessly. True, some mana will evaporate, but it's still better than losing it completely at all. That's why we do it this way. Then from above here we put with you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 building blocks. Now we are putting 5 red stone dust particles on them with you, and we can already put an hourglass here. And we are setting them up for 8 red sand, that is, they will be triggered once every 80 seconds. But we are not going to do this yet, and we will put an ore flower with you. To do this, I just take an ordinary turf, I put it right here, different colors on it. On the sides, we can put blocks here, and finally, there is a pool that will power it. True, it is already powered, but we better power it from this pool, which is located near it, namely from this. That's it, and look, it's already starting to work. We are shoving red sand here with you, namely 8 red sand. Otherwise, it will either work very quickly, and simply will not have time to generate labor here, or it will be very slow and inefficient. And 8 sand is just perfect. Look here in general. Now we have ore being created here, and when it is fully created here, just the same, the Trudnotsvet will work. But the truth is that this case will be developed here now. We have made other delays here a little bit, but in the end it will be so. And look how everything is perfectly thought out here. This is where the radius of his work ends, and here it is just not the collection zone. In other words, we use it as efficiently as possible. And by the way, you can see that ore is already generated and hidden here. As I have already said, this is where everything was generated. Now our hourglass will reach the end. They will work, activate these distributors, and they will already break all this ore with the help of the drilling mana lens. Mana will flow here. All the ore will fall out, go into the chest, and this mana, which we will have here, will flow back into these pools. In short, it is very convenient. The mana costs here are actually not very big, but you can also power the whole thing from an infinite source, which I'll tell you about in the next video, and in general it requires very cool. Look, now we have already broken the whole thing with mana, and this platform is already starting to move back. Even a little bit is already being processed, and coal is being created. In the meantime, we will go into the chest, and look, here are all our acquired goods that we have collected. From one cycle of operation of this farm, these are 10 coals, 9 rations of dust, 2 iron, and also 1 copper. In short, cool, really cool. Let's take another look at what we have there. I built this company not so long ago. Look here, that is, I built it, which I will tell you about in the next part. And so much has already been worked out here. In short, it's really very cool and effective. Here you can see here, we also have some chance to produce gold, emeralds, diamonds, and there will also be other ores from other mods. By the way, you can also redo this farm a little, and make the stone feed from other sides. Let's say with this. And the truth is that the delay will have to be set a little different, more, because the hard flour will work longer. Well, you can also put more native flowers themselves. In short, this farm can really be very cool to refine, and do something very cool. Again, just look at these dimensions. You can just make a huge pole like that. I don't know how to decorate it there very nicely, and it will be a very cool farm. Then you come here like this, take your ore, there's a lot of iron there, and go about your business there to craft your quantum armor. Let's check again how effectively I picked up this delay here, because here it costs 80 seconds again. Look, here we have 3 blocks that have not been processed yet. There are 2 blocks left. Here the clock is almost coming to the very end. So, 1 block is left, and look, now we have the last processing going on. So that's it, coal appeared, and literally once again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 seconds shorter, and everything is going great for us. Here it goes back into the chest. And don't forget that we practically don't take any part here, except that it requires a little mana to be fed here. But we can also completely automate it. And I advise you to build this company somewhere in the middle stages of the game, along with the Botany mod. But as I have already said, you can improve it, put more colors, and generally use it at the very late stages. In my opinion, this is probably the most efficient farm that you can build in Botany, specifically related to ore. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe, like, write comments, and also click on the bell so as not to miss new videos.